This is Keith Boggs, Stonebriar Property Inspections, doing the debrief for 2031 Milano Lane. I've taken about 75 pictures and several videos. First picture you see here is just a picture of the front of the house. Nothing necessarily wrong. That's just for the title page of the report. Just looks nice.
Yeah.
First thing I did is I walked up on the roof. No roof defects at all, which is very unusual. Usually there's a handful, almost always there's a handful of things, but there wasn't anything. I couldn't find anything wrong with the roof. But what I did do while I was up there, I went ahead and took a video of the roof, so you can get an idea of the entire roof cover. So I'm going to play that video. It will be, again, it won't be in the home inspection report, but it'll be in this video that you get. It's not too long, like a minute or so.
Yeah.
It's a little shaky at times because I'm trying to balance myself.
Yeah. And staying
those pitches are kind of steep.
Yeah, exactly.
They look steeper there than they really are, though.
Really? Yeah.
It looks.
Yeah, that looks very steep.
Yeah.
That scares the hell out of me.
Yeah, these are all walkable pitches too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was at a house today earlier that I couldn't walk on the roof. It was
really
12 on 12 pitch. It was just too steep.
Oh wow.
Okay, that's the end of that video. Okay. This is on the what house the direction faces? Is that west?
South.
South. Okay.
No.
I can check on my phone.
I
I usually take a picture of that actually. I usually have a picture of that. It's west. Yeah, it's west.
Yeah. Thank you.
West. Okay.
All right.
So that's south.
Yeah.
Because on the south side, this is you can see the joint filler right here, but there's a big section where they forgot to put the joint filler in there.
Okay.
Or their ladder wasn't tall enough, and they just figured they wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So
how high is it?
Yeah. It's up here.
On the second floor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they need to go along that and fill that with joint filler like they did down here.
Okay.
This is missing fasteners, so they caulked around it, but they need to have screws in here.
Oh. Geez.
Fasteners in place at these 4 locations. That's what the holes are for.
Okay. Yeah.
They're not just there for.
Sure.
These will come off. This caulking will eventually come loose, and the whole thing will just come right off of there. So they need to.
This is on south side as well.
Yeah, it's on that side. Yeah.
Okay.
That's where it's located, right there.
Cool.
This is really on your. I didn't take a picture. It happens to be in the picture, but this is very wet over here on his side of the property. Is it always like that?
Yeah, there was a question as to somebody had a leak.
Something's still going on because it's still very wet and it's
right.
It's dripping down. Something's going on.
Yes, it goes out to the street.
Yeah,
but I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know whether it's on their side. There was their backyard. They don't speak English, so it's very difficult to communicate with them.
Right.
But their children do. I just haven't had the chance to talk with them. Mm-hmm. There was water in their backyard early on when I purchased the house.
Oh, yeah?
They thought it was coming from my side, and I said, my side of the fence is dry, so it's got to be on your side.
Yeah, I looked
but
at
it's
your low flow indicator. It wasn't moving at all, so I didn't look in there.
So there's no water running.
Yeah,
that means it's
there may be still water running. Okay. And on the meter, yours is digital here.
Okay.
It's got a little flash from blank to 2 different screens.
Okay.
One of them will show counting.
Yeah.
And so if you sit there and stare at it,
right.
It
cycles back and forth. Right?
Yeah, it goes back and forth. You'll see the numbers changing.
Right.
So they can actually do that. They could verify it, and it's very sensitive. If it's leaking,
right,
it'll pick up on it.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, I reported that to the city and asked them to come out and check that area for a leak. And I don't know whether they ever did or not because it's on their property.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know. And you're saying it's not coming from here on my lawn.
No, that comes from your side. No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Then that's unfortunately they have a leak.
This is something the builder won't do, but I would put in the report extending these downspouts.
Okay.
So in the report, I can illustrate, and I'll draw exactly where these 6 to 8 feet, preferably subsurface underground. I could put an example of what that. Oh,
in other words, go under the dirt and come down into here.
Yeah, go down into this swale here, and then you can kind of pop it up and put on top of it what's called a pop-up emitter. It's a little looks almost like a termite bait station, but when the water comes in, it lifts up. And the water comes out of it, and then it closes back down.
Okay. Wouldn't water pool under that in the piping?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to cause any problems.
Okay.
The best way to do it would be during construction, like in my neighborhood, in my house.
Yeah.
This stuff is all underground. You don't see any of it, and it goes right into the city drainage.
Yeah.
It's seamless.
Yeah, I wish I had done that.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't do it. It's during construction. It's a simple thing to do.
Right.
But who knows?
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll show you how far they should go out.
Okay.
This is missing and broken mortar. Was this is up here at the front?
Yeah.
Have you noticed that before?
No.
Yeah. So this area right here.
Right in there, where you're pointing?
Right in that mortar joint right there.
Oh, okay.
In that mortar joint. So
nope.
And that one piece looks kind of loose.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's come loose or if it was that way to begin with, but they need to.
Is it settling?
No, it's not from settling.
Okay. Okay.
But they do need to go in there and make that. It is cosmetic, but just patch it up.
Okay.
Just down there.
Yeah.
This is your water heater. This is really just for me, for the manufacturer's label.
Okay.
This is your garage door opener outlet, and it's supposed to be GFCI protected. It even has a sticker on there, but it's not.
Really?
So they didn't. It's not.
Is that just swapping the outlet?
In this case, probably not. They're going to have to. Well, it depends.
Okay.
Probably not though. It's going to probably take more than that.
Okay.
Yeah, you think you could do it yourself?
No. I'm just wondering, do they just need to come out and swap the outlet? Yeah, but probably
not.
It's an electrical thing. It has to be wired to the box that way?
Yep.
Okay.
So when you trip any of those in the garage, you trip any of them in the garage, that should kill that garage door opener.
Okay. And why is that necessary?
Safety.
Curiosity.
Safety. Just so in
case on the ceiling.
Yeah, I know, but people do all kinds of crazy things. You're in the garage with your hose, and you water fight with somebody, and the water sprays up into the air and hits that circuit. And
really interesting.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
All right.
Now required refrigerators too.
Yeah. Okay. And it's like a code requirement.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Been code for. When did they make that code? It's been a while.
No. Right.
What year's the house?
16.
Yeah, it's way before 16 for sure.
All right. Interesting.
Yeah. This is a video of the garage door opener test. There's two tests. I do a pressure reverse test and an electronic eye test. We're going to play that and show you that. You'll see me here stick my foot down there in a second to check electronic eye.
Yeah. Did it work?
It did work.
Okay.
And then the pressure reverse, I'll do that next.
Okay.
What is that? That's to make sure that if it was to come in contact with the eye quit working, it would reverse on its own. Pressure reverse.
If it came down on my car, you mean?
Your car or a child or a small animal.
Okay.
So you just it was pretty but I had to push pretty hard to get it to reverse. So I think it needs to be adjusted.
Okay. All right.
Okay, this is basically the first look at the panel box with the thermal camera.
Okay.
I did look several times, 3 or maybe 4 times even. This is normal. That's your surge protector right there. These are arc fault breakers. That's normal. There was something that popped up later with a lighting circuit that you'll see here in a later picture. But just and there's some other things with electricity that we're going to have to address.
Okay.
This is a corner compression crack that's breaking loose.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like they did a parts cut on it back.
There was some, I think some cracking or something, not crack, maybe a crack. I don't know. There was something. Is this left side of the garage? Yeah. Yeah, they just went over and patched that.
Yeah, that's a parts coat, and that's fine. They can do that. It's sometimes a structural thing, but in this case it isn't. But they didn't do a very good job because it's coming loose already.
Okay.
So,
is there pieces on the ground? Is it dropping off?
Yeah, it's popping off. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, and it goes way over to here.
Yeah.
So it's going to eventually all pop off.
Yeah, that was something I had them come out and work on.
Yeah, they just didn't do a very good job repairing it. They need to. These parts coats can last 30 years. I see them still fine after 30 years.
Yeah.
So when they redo it, I know you're not going to be telling them what to do, but they should know to take this area here and clean it really good with a wire brush, get any kind of debris on there, because you don't want to put any kind of something you wanted to adhere to something to a dirty surface. It's not going to stick.
Right. Okay.
Right down here.
Okay.
This is the water pressure. I just spin that around.
Oops.
That's it right there, actually.
Oh, no.
The range is 40 to 80, and you're just a little bit below 60. So for this size house, that's fine.
Okay.
On a big house, it may not be, but it is within the range.
Well, we're right next to the tower.
Yeah. Yeah, you should actually have higher pressure because you're next to the tower. There is a pressure reducing valve, but you can have that increased if you want to have a plumber come out and increase it.
Pressure is good for me.
If you're fine,
Seems
then
fine.
yeah. Sometimes with bigger houses, 60 psi just won't be enough.
Yeah.
It's like with the sprinkler system, the reason they zone it is because there's not enough pressure to pick up 12 nodes. So it's the same thing with inside the house. If you got a bunch of stuff going, you could see drop off its pressure.
Okay.
A flow at least.
Yeah.
This is just for me, manufacturer's label.
Okay.
I do have a video of this later. This is showing a little bit of cracking and through the mortar joint and actually into the brick.
Okay.
This you just want to monitor it.
Okay.
I don't want them. I'm always reluctant to do any cracking here too. To do any what's called repointing.
Okay.
Because if the guy is not a really good mortar guy, this crack that you can barely see, he repoints it, and the mortar's a different color.
Yeah.
So it goes from something you can barely see to something that sticks right out. So
okay.
I think
what's causing that settling or what?
That's settlement.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's not structurally significant.
Okay.
That's just where it's located.
Right.
Again, this is downspout to be extended.
Yeah.
And same thing here, extended. Okay. This is another expansion joint they forgot to put the joint filler in.
Okay.
That needs to be filled right up here.
Yeah.
The joint filler. This is a video of the condenser.
Okay.
Sounds good. It's in good condition. Even though it's new, you can sometimes find these that are defective.
Okay.
But it got a good sound to it.
Okay.
It just wasn't cooling very well.
Do we know why that is?
It could be just an adjustment. I'm hoping it's just an adjustment, or it could be a freon leak.
Okay.
They do find these with freon, and you have to get new coils and stuff.
Okay.
Hopefully that's not the case. The differential is it's pretty far out of range. I mean, 15 would be the minimum for an old house with an old unit. A newer unit on a day that's not hot out, 60, 70 degrees, even 80 degrees, that differential should be at the top of the range, 20, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay. It usually is with new units, but this one was not.
Okay.
Oh, did I finish that video? Yeah, I did. Okay. This is a window that's not locking.
Oh.
This one right here. The right side lock's not locking.
This one.
No, the middle window, right side lock.
Won't push over.
It's almost there, but I don't want to force it, so they need to adjust it. They should adjust a small amount.
Okay.
This is your microwave. This is just me testing the microwave to show it does work, which you know.
Okay.
The cooktop does not work.
Right.
So I put it on high, and then I put it on 8, 9, and 8, and I couldn't get it to come on at all.
Okay.
They need to evaluate that.
Yeah.
This is the oven, set to 350, and heated, a little blurry, but right about 350.
Okay.
I did test the disposal. I filled up both the sinks with water and drained them, and there's no leaks.
Okay.
This is the dishwasher. Dishwasher was not heating very well. You can see that's only 100 degrees right there. The dishwasher should reach a minimum of 120. That's when you start killing germs, bacteria, and stuff.
Yeah.
Like Legionnaire's disease that has been found in dishwashers.
Yeah.
In fact, I know some that got sick from the dishwasher.
I had them out to fix that because they forgot to undo the drain. It wasn't connected to the sink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not heating. It's not heating. It really 120 minimum. No higher than 150. Yeah. That'll crack plates and
so that's the second issue I've had with this dishwasher.
Yeah. So they need to check it out, find out what's going on with that. Okay. I wasn't sure if that was you. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. We bumped it with a couch.
Okay.
And it just popped right off.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was your fit fell off.
No. I need to get somebody out to do that.
Okay. You probably know this doorknob's loose.
Yeah, that's to the garage. Yeah, I need to screwdriver that.
We'll have them do it. That's fine. They'll do that.
All right.
Okay, I don't know if you can see this yet up here. No. You see this?
Yes.
And it's a little different color, and you see it. I got another picture later on when up close.
Okay.
This is probably from YouTube.
That's me.
Okay. I'll show you another picture of that later on.
No. All right.
Okay, this is the attic access stairs. They're using screws to retain it.
Okay.
You cannot use screws. Screws do not have the shear strength that a nail does. They can snap. So you get some big service guy up there, 250, 300 pounds, going up those stairs, and the whole thing
will collapse. Potentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
It happened to an inspector once. The whole thing just came right out. Messed them up. So they need to replace those with what are called 16 penny screws. Or quarter-inch lag bolts, and I'll put in the report the nailing pattern if they don't. They should do it though.
Okay, but you are going to put the instructions to fix all this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You're going to get
something detailed.
Yeah.
That's why I know they did it.
You'll get the report with all the defects in it that we're showing you now.
All right.
Again, all these pictures won't be in there, but they'll be in this video, and then I'll type in there what action needs to be taken.
Okay. Awesome.
They'd never installed a light bulb up there.
Where is that?
In the attic. In the attic.
I thought it had a light bulb in it.
Nope.
You mean when you turn the switch on, it did not come on?
Well, it didn't come on. And there's no.
You know what?
There's no bulb in there.
I believe I put that out.
Oh, did you? Okay.
When they redid the roof,
Mm-hmm.
I think that broke.
Oh, from the banging?
Yeah. So I think I took the bulb out and was intending to put another one back up there and just haven't done it. But at one time I had light there. So
it does work. Okay.
If it's just a bulb, the circuit works.
Okay.
You're saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a bulb, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I can replace
That's where it's located, which you know.
Yeah.
Okay, this is your air handler.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't put a float switch here on the drain pan. Now some cities don't require float switches on the drain pans, but this is a 2-story house and this sits above the second floor.
Okay.
So if this primary gets clogged, which happens all the time, and the secondary gets clogged, which happens all the time, then eventually the water will overflow and flood the house. So it'll flood the ceiling up there, the floor up there, the ceiling down here.
So is it required?
Every city is different. If the builder says that it wasn't required, then this is something you want to do yourself, or you want to pay for yourself. It's not expensive.
Yeah.
Probably $125, $150. Yeah. And I would not do a float switch on the pan, which is cheaper. I would do a condensate switch on the primary condensate. That way you don't have to worry about it ever even getting to the pan. If that primary gets clogged, it'll just turn the air handler off. So these things condensate between 35 and 50 gallons a day.
Wow. So, where does that drain to? Both.
One of them goes into the plumbing in the house.
Okay.
The primary. This is the primary right here.
Okay.
It goes to this trap here, and this is the secondary.
Where does that go?
To the pan. Well, this goes to the pan into the exterior of the house. Outside the house.
So it is supposed to go from the secondary outside the house?
Secondary goes outside the house.
So do you know where that comes out?
I did see. I'm not sure if it was on which side it was on, but it's on.
But it's by a window, over a window?
By a window or somewhere visible.
Okay, yeah.
Usually, almost always over a window.
Okay, yeah.
This is the loose insulation.
Okay.
So that's leaking cold and hot air into the attic that needs to be taped back down.
Oh, okay.
This is the filter. Looks like you've done a pretty good job. It's a little dirty.
Yeah, you see I'm replacing, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had to get up there.
This is, again, some ducting that's insulation that's loose. They need to take that back in place.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the AC differentials. So this is at the unit. You probably saw me taking some readings. I take some readings inside the house, but that's just not accurate.
Okay.
The best way to do it is at the unit. So on the supply side, we have 48 and then a 58 on the return side. So that's 10-degree differential.
Okay.
So again, this is a new unit. Really should be, at minimum 15, but really with no, it should be closer to 20.
Okay.
So the AC is not working good.
Okay.
Okay, see it's getting hotter here?
Yeah. What does this mean?
This is a lighting circuit. This is a lighting circuit, and the wire, I got to think the next picture. See the wire? See it's hot there? You see the wire?
Yeah.
So this is just a regular lighting circuit. It should not be getting hot like that.
Okay, so explain what's going on there? I understand it's getting hot, but what is that connected to, and what is it doing?
Well, this particular one, I would have to troubleshoot where it's at. It's just one of the lighting circuits. It's a 15 amp breaker to one of the lighting circuits. We could turn everything on in the house and then
figure out which
flick
one.
the breaker off and see which.
Okay, where it's just marked lighting right now.
Yeah, it's just a. We'll have to go look at the cover, but it's top right. It's a top right breaker.
Okay,
it's a 15 amp. 15 amps are lighting.
So it's overheating the wire, which means the breaker's not working. Is that what's going on?
And the breakers. Okay. The breaker's working, but it's hot. The breaker's hot. You can see that white. Yeah. See the coloration there, and then now this is kind of a normal. That's showing that what I would say would be normal. This wire is getting is much dark, much brighter. Yeah. And it's got that hot spot on there. So they need to. And also it's 86 degrees. And I'm not even at it. No, I'm just off to the side of it. Right. Actually. Right. So that's generally you don't want it more than.
Shouldn't it pop if it's getting that hot?
It should, but the breakers don't always work.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So gotcha. It could be on a threshold where it's getting close to. It should trip at 80% of its capacity. So. Okay. It's within 80%. It should trip. But.
Well, we're also pulling every piece of load on this thing.
But I do this every day, though.
I know, but I mean, load up if I was only doing, for instance, 1 or 2 lights, that may not happen.
Probably not.
Yeah. Probably not. Okay.
Yeah, we got it.
Because I don't want that running like that. Obviously.
No.
Yeah. No, as long as if I'm not running everything, it's not. I can get to the point where I can get it fixed.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how long it'll take them to get here.
You should be fine. It's just something that I'm just a little concerned about. Sure. That's all. Okay. Electricity, we don't want to jack around with that.
Amen.
That's the breaker right there. The stop breaker right there.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, this is, I'm not sure what this is. It looks like possibly a hot wire. There's not, sometimes on these exterior walls, you can see the AC suction line and liquid line, heat coming off of those inside the wall, or
Okay.
if there's a water heater, tankless water heater, you can see this, but there's nothing on this side of the wall.
Where are we?
This is
right there.
here. Yep, there's nothing there. Nothing on the side of the wall. There's no reason, there's no piece of equipment there that would,
Or wire?
or water that would
No,
be,
wire.
I think it's a wire, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It looks to me like a wire, and it's pretty bright.
Yeah.
You see, it all looks like this.
What is that going down towards? Is it up
The
against
whole length.
up against the cabinet? Or
Yeah,
no?
just off the, yeah.
It looks like it's like
right about
here,
Yeah, it's about right here.
but
Yeah.
it's out here.
Yeah, it's about right here. Yeah, right about there, and it goes down behind here, which we can't see behind there.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
cameras only can see the heat.
So how do they fix that?
We have to troubleshoot and see what the electrician comes up with.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They should be able to troubleshoot that.
Okay.
This is I think upstairs. This is another looks like a hot wire. Oh, that's just in your master, I think, right?
That's the master closet.
Yeah, that's the master closet. So right up here, there's something.
Okay.
And again, there's no equipment on that side of the wall. There's no reason for that to be sitting there like that.
Okay. So again, we have.
It could
to
be as
assume
simple as
wire.
the wire's bent in there. It could be as simple as that.
What does that mean? What do you mean?
The wire's getting hot.
Because it's bent?
I'm saying,
Like
and give an example, possibly, yeah. I'm saying that, but it could be something as simple as just it's bent inside the wall, or maybe when they nailed it in place, one of the nails nicked it,
Okay.
something like
Okay.
that.
So that heat kind of generates up and down the line.
Yeah, anytime you nick those wires is going to create resistance. It's
Okay.
going to cause the heat up.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So there's
Okay.
two places.
Something
The
else.
closet, master closet there.
Okay.
And this is another. I think this is also. Where is this? Oh, that's upstairs. The bedroom up there. It's not a very good picture. Something else. It looks like a wire. It goes the whole length of that's the ceiling up there.
Okay.
This is under the floor, so it goes this whole length.
Of that
What's
wall.
behind here? I thought maybe there was equipment in here that you
Mhm.
had. This was
No.
causing the heat,
Yeah.
but I pulled it away and
Those are the empty bins, right?
yeah, they're empty.
It's
Yeah.
a cover. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. So something
Yeah.
there. So there's three places they need to figure out what's going on there.
Okay. All right.
And this is just another reading of the
Dishwasher's
dishwasher. It's still
doing it.
not getting hot. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is another reading, still not actually getting.
So it's only getting 96.9. Wow.
I guess I got 103 at one point.
Did we add heat? Did you hit the add heat button to see? if
Shouldn't
that-
make it. Yeah, shouldn't make a difference. Should normal mode.
But wouldn't that add heat?
It would. Yeah, but
Okay.
but it should run a normal mode.
Well, I agree, but
Yeah.
I mean, is the add heat working? I'll have
Oh,
them,
I don't know.
I'll have them do it.
You'll have
Yeah.
to let them look at it.
Yeah.
We just test it in normal
Gotcha.
mode. Look for normal operations.
Gotcha. Okay.
This is the heat on the first floor. The heat
Okay.
was doing pretty well on both floors, but there is a problem with the furnace.
Oh.
I've got a video and I'll show you.
Okay.
This is several readings on the first floor, and they're all about the same.
You're just into the room kind of thing. Or
Yeah, I'm just taking.
yeah.
This isn't really where we did the testing and looking.
Yeah.
This is just kind of get an idea of. I already knew there was air blowing in all of them because I did it with the air conditioning.
Okay.
And here I'm just kind of see what the temperature is in each room.
Okay.
Several places.
Okay.
And this is upstairs, I think. Now upstairs,
Okay.
106, pretty good.
Yeah.
105. Okay, so this is this the video yet? Yeah. So you can see the flames here are all nice and blue.
Mm-hmm.
But here in a minute, when I start playing, you're going to start seeing some leaping of yellow and stuff, which is showing it's not mixing the gas right.
Okay.
You see it?
Oh wow.
You can see them in there popping that yellow in there once in a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So something's going on with the heat, though. So that whole unit needs to be evaluated.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And these are all DR Horton things, right?
Yeah, it's all
At this
fitted.
point,
Yeah.
I know they're going to send to a vendor, but still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll farm
As
it
long
out.
as they're responsible to be
Yeah.
handling all this.
And they
yeah.
shouldn't have a problem with any of this. The only thing I know they won't do is they won't do the gutters. It's not
Yeah,
required.
that's fine.
If the city doesn't require the float switch, they probably won't do that.
Okay.
Everything else they should do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that's the last thing actually. So that's
Okay.
it.
All right.
Any questions?
Too much.
Not bad. Actually, this is not bad.
Really?
I've had as many as 60 items in
Wow.
a brand new house.
Oh wow.
It's not unusual to have 30 or 40, 50.
Yeah. Yeah.
Usually this is average.
Yeah.
This amount of thing, 10, 12 items,
Yeah.
15, 10 to 20 items isn't normal.
Okay. You know, and I almost wasn't going to do it. I almost said, well, everything seems to be running all along. It's like, so, okay, cool.
I've found mold in brand new houses.
Oh wow.
I've some serious things. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, that's not the case here. Thank goodness.